Alright, hello everyone on the nicest flip space in entire internet land and whole YouTube brilliant space that I value more than probably everything in the world on the entire globe regarding these situations I'm in. If you get the joke, then it's kind of good for you. You may get whatever you want, and you are able to get whatever you want in your American, and it's kind of like experimenting with. I haven't gone from such kinds of video so far because I've just been following my just working process for just I don't know maybe 1 hour and something around that mark of time, around that duration of my working process that happened to be in a very late time during my day working hours. And that's because I had been previously at a journey today. If you will to know that, I'll be familiarizing you with those facts. Happened to me the nicest day of today. Oh my god, my brain literally tries to shut down, but I'm gonna wake it up. Let's see how I'm able to do that. So we went on a ride with two friends of mine. One is my just deep friend from my very just early days of my life, my brilliant life, and one of just kind of like acquaintance, not just deep friend of mine, just maybe more or less just a person that I know that I may spend time with or whatever. I guess my pronunciation changed for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it's because of lack of liquid in my body, or because of excess of liquid in my body. I'm not sure about that, and that's why I have to sip some water in order to be sure that's not because of lack of humidity in my body. And I'm gonna do that in just 1 second. I'll be right back after sipping my durable water. So hello everyone again on the entire in-demand center land. It's me Alex. I'm back again after sipping my water. After just correcting my very first introductory thing that went wrong in the very commencement of this video, and after sipping my water I brushed my thoughts in my head, and I kind of refined and just adjusted my brain for speaking American today. Though I should say that I won't be speaking for too long because my brain is just want to have deep rest. It wants to slump inside my skull. If you get again what's been said, just good for you that you're fluent in your American. And I'm trying to guess what I'm trying to have all those just arbitrary dips in my American as I fucking can, as I die there without knowing the depth at which I am right now. But just make those sessions not being related to anything at all. Just maybe some thoughts may come or may not come to my silly head, and that's when I'm gonna sound them out. I'm not gonna sound them out. They're on there, my thoughts in my head. That probably it's not the right time for sounding them out. Right? Correct me if I'm wrong. So we went on a ride. We explored our nicest neighborhoods, not in literal like neighborhoods, not in close proximity, but around 50 kilometers from the city in which I'm pretty nicely living those days of my life. And we went there. We can get a road. There were different roads, parks, natural recreation zones, and national parks. And we even they went into some cave, little one, like 50 meters of its length. But I didn't go there because I didn't want to expose myself at any possible shifts that may occur on my way, on their way, whatever. But I was the only person who was able to get them, to drag them back if something that would have if something bad would happened to them. If something bad had happened to them, I would have dragged them out. But thanks God that didn't happen, and we pretty nicely made our way to our city. And it's not the point of my today's video. Probably I want to describe something, go deeper, because I don't want to just expose you to undermine personal things and share names of these places we've been to, and again, personal stuff, it shouldn't be here at all in my channel. Just maybe it's more like speaking about nothing, and I should say that speaking about nothing, something interesting, when you can drag different subjects of any other derivations, not being related to personal life, not going just into personal stuff or whatever working process. You wouldn't want to hear all this stuff either way, because it's not yours, it's mine. It shouldn't be just sounded out to the wider audience, except of me, myself, and my close friends. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. So I have to pick some random item around me, and I'm going to describe that as maybe several minutes or so. We'll see how it materializes in my today's video shoot. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, I'll be just right back. Give me a second here. So guess what? I picked these kind of looks like some stone from that beach. We was at that beach. Near beach was the bank of natural, artificially created water reservoir. That is pretty big. It's like let's see, like around 100 miles of this length natural water reservoir called Lake blah 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 blah, and the another just width of that water reservoir is about 15 or 50 kilometers. I'm not familiar with the sizes of those natural water reservoirs we're close to. So either way, it doesn't count in this video shoot, because it's dedicated to this random and precious item I'm holding in my hands right now. So it kind of looks like a pumice stone, but it's not a pumice stone. Maybe it's kind of like wants to become pumice stone, but not to that extent that you may use it in the in the case when it was the pumice stone, but it's not the pumice stone. So you cannot do things with this one. Maybe you can. Who knows? Who cares? I wouldn't expose myself to the process of rubbing my souls with these pumice stone, naturally created pumice stones. Pumice stone, excuse me, not being refined at factory, whatever, not being just not being in some mixture to get rid of out of her microbes or germs or whatever. I wouldn't rub my legs with this pumice stone either way. So what do we have here? It's kind of round shape, like it has yellowish color, being like that kind of ground which it was laying in, and that ground was that like clay reminding color. That natural gravel that was there was consisting of those pumice stones laying here and there, elsewhere else, and around that spot we've been to. So it's like I've never held such a cool item. Never, I'm telling you, in all honesty. So it's like round shape, it's yellowish, it's like not regular shape, it's like it has this dense, worn out places, just natural created craters, if you will. If this was the moon, that would have been craters on this surface of this precious kind of pumice stone. I hope you get the joke or point that I'm making here on this video shoot of tonight. So I wouldn't expose you too deeply to my shits of tonight, I should say. So it has what it has: dots, craters, not a rough surface, yellowish color. It has those spots intruded like inwards, and those bumpy spots being like bended out, like slightly not dome shape, but um, intruded like outwards, slightly reminding slightest like bumps or hills on this surface of hills, if you will, that are all these middle-sized kind of pumice stone object looks like. Anyway, it's been just quick video, hello and bye and stuff that goes along these lines, that follows along these lines, and I cannot any longer hold you at this precious space of mine. And if you're my follower, I applaud you for tolerating this shit for too long, for this long I should say. I'll be with you as soon as I depict something just useless and meaningful at the same time for you. Rex on your own, I'll be with you on it as soon as I will leave. I promise I will. Pleasure, have a nice sleep, deep sleep, whatever dreams you would like to have in your dream, in your head this night. Have them, own them, and materialize them if they're good. I'll be with you with those dreams being accomplished by you. Either way, I'll be on my dreams as well. And as soon as we unite and as soon as we have synergy of our dreams being accomplished, well, we'll be forwarding together on our life track in the nice and cool direction we've never been to previously, but we will be there in our cool destination. I'll be with you there. Practice, bye, pleasure again.